Is it time to find a new job? If you find yourself less than satisfied with your current employment, it might be time to start that job search. Whether you're looking for a new job in the same field or a different industry or even across the country, in this video we're going to cover tips for all of it. Here are our 8 best hacks for job searching.
Job searching on the internet is both easy and difficult, but applying exclusively online can lead the modern job seeker into an abyss of options. And because many job boards send your resume straight into an applicant tracking system, you might be left wondering if an actual hiring manager will ever even see your resume. Here are our hacks to weed through job postings to find the right one for you. The hack: always customize your application. Spoiler alert, you might not like this hack because it requires a bit of work. We know. Hacks are supposed to be quick and easy solutions, but we all want our next career move to be the right one, right? When you calculate that the average job search can take about 5 months, making sure to tailor your application materials can shave weeks and dozens of applications off. So yes, it's a hack. Getting a new job can feel a lot like moving. It's cumbersome, it requires a lot of packing and unpacking, and when you finally do it, you really don't want to have to do it again for a long time, or maybe ever. So here's our hack for your next job search. Customize everything: your cover letter, your resume, everything. A huge mistake job seekers make, especially when they're exhausted by their current job, is to apply to everything and anything. This approach wastes everybody's time, yours, recruiters, and hiring managers. Take care when applying to a job that you really want, at the company where you really want to be working. Customize your cover letter and your resume for the job at hand. Do thorough research on the organization. Scour your LinkedIn connections in order to determine whether you have one within the company. The hack: the company first approach. In our best-selling course, The Job Search Academy, we turn the job search on its head, sort of. Instead of searching for your job position and applying to everything that comes up, hone in on companies that match your interests, your skills, and your values. Instead of hanging out on ZipRecruiter and Monster, hitting refresh over and over again, go directly to a company's career website. Here, you might find jobs that are not hitting on the bigger job search sites. They might not even have them posted. You can also set up job alerts on the big job sites. Simply create an alert with the company name and get notified anytime they have vacancies. Create your short list of specific companies and unlock a potentially hidden job market by considering roles you didn't even know that could be a perfect fit. The hack: speak like the ATS. The trick to beating the ATS, or the applicant tracking system, lies in the job description itself. When applying for a specific job, refer to the job description. For example, if the requirements mention fluency in Adobe CS, make sure your resume and your cover letter mention that you are indeed fluent in Adobe CS. Scan any job description for the quote keywords associated with the job at hand. Tailor your application to highlight these skills in order to send the ATS wild for you. Your application is sure to be shared with the hiring manager if you've used the proper keywords in your application materials. How to find a job through connections. Studies have shown that 70 to 85% of jobs are filled through some means of networking. Hiring is an expensive and time-consuming process for any company. Finding a qualified applicant who is already connected to a current employee will generally translate to an attractive hire option. This is also where the internet becomes a bit of a drawback. If an applicant is attempting to conduct a low-visibility job search, activating her entire social network is going to be tough. The hack: utilize your connections. Every social platform has some variation of private messaging. Go ahead and slide into the DMs of your friends who work at your dream company, or your former roommate who knows someone else who knows that works at that dream company. They might even have insights about job opportunities you hadn't even considered yet. The job hunt is a pain universally recognized. Everybody has had to depart their comfort zone in order to ask for small favors in their own job search. So even if your connection is a small one, use it. Find a social network or email if you have access in which your contact is most active, and don't be afraid to reach out. When composing these messages, be specific, be personal, and be gracious. If you do score a connection, or even if you don't, always make sure to follow up with a word of thanks. If this kind of cold contacting freaks you out, don't worry, you have nothing to lose. Download our networking templates where we've done most of the writing for you. We've linked to them in the description. How to find a job in a new city. Is it time to sprout wings and leave your hometown? Do you live in a fast-paced city where rent is growing too unaffordable to survive? Whatever the reason, it might be time to find a job in a new city. Job searching in a new city provides its own set of challenges. Most companies will communicate whether they are open to relocating higher within the application. However, sometimes landing the job is still complicated. The hack: be honest about relocation. I struggled with what tip to share in this section. The really hacky tip I avoided sharing, even though I'm going to do it now, is listing a different address on your resume. There are circumstances in which I think this tip works. If the address belongs to your sister with whom you could stay semi-long-term with, then use that address. If the address is an abandoned field or entirely made up, do not use it. The truth is, a local address might get you in the door in the new city. However, you want to be forthright in the application and the interview process. If a potential interviewer finds out you don't live in the area, that sets all kinds of dishonesty bells and whistles. This is seemingly obvious advice, but here it is anyway. Be honest in your application process. If you can stay at your sister's local apartment, be upfront about it. Tell your potential employer that the address listed is a viable long-term option, but that you are serious about permanent relocation upon employment. How to find a job in a new field. Finding a job in a new field is a daunting but exciting process. The hack: freelance at your dream position. Not everyone is in the position to take a substantial pay cut to essentially re-enter the workforce as an entry-level employee. If you are a 9-to-5 accountant who dreams of being a graphic artist, it is a very possible transition. The growing gig economy means that freelance projects are constantly being offered at sites like Upwork and Fiverr. Once you clock out of your accounting job, pick up a freelance job or two. You can use smaller jobs like these to build your portfolio. Once you've built a body of work, you might find yourself in the position to begin applying to jobs in your new field. Pro tip: we have an entire online course that teaches you how to switch jobs. We'll link to that in the description as well. The other hack: tell a story in your cover letter. Be very upfront in your interview process within a new industry. Any smart employer will recognize that passion and determination can outweigh even the most refined skill sets. When applying to jobs in a new industry, we'd recommend outlining your new journey in your cover letter. Use this time and space to illustrate why your experience looks, different than the other applicants. It's rare that an employer gets to read an interesting story in a cover letter. It is never too late to switch it up. The modern employee is going to work approximately 5 decades before retiring. Make sure those years are as happy and fulfilling as possible. The other hack: identify and fill skills gaps. And thanks to the internet, you can learn virtually, get it? Anything right from your couch. We've covered all of our favorite places for continuing education before, and we even offer our own webinars, free downloadable resources, and online courses. All great places to start if you're looking to transition industries or fill the gaps.